Hello everybody and welcome back to On Point HQ and a short video about what I've been up to recently. Well, not recently, actually, but it was a couple of weeks back. It's been sat on my shelf. I've not reading an awful lot with it, but I thought, I think I'd make a video about it. So what is it? I've been thinking about adding things to my bolt action late war Germans for Konflikt 47. Now Konflikt 47 is essentially sort of a continuation of World War II with some kind of off-the-wall technology and really strange units. What I like about what I call, or what people refer to as World War weird, is you can just let your imagination go. You can build what you want, and if anyone's ever seen any of my kit bashing videos, they'll know I do that quite a lot. So what I wanted to do was build a walker robot type affair for my late war Germans. Initially I had in mind Ed 209 from Robocop. I didn't have anything lying around to build him. What I did remember is that I have, for reasons I can still not tell you why, I bought the Betrayal at Calth box by Games Workshop many years ago, and I don't know why. I don't play 30k or 40k. I don't know what I was going to do with the models. I just bought it in a game store one day for reasons I can't quite fathom. Anyway, this was in there. Now this is the Contemptor Dreadnought. I thought it'd be an ideal sort of starting point for making my Konflikt 47 walker. Now on the screen now will be a picture of what the model looks like when it's assembled. As you can see, it's quite a static looking pose. So I wanted to make sure that mine had a bit of life, a dynamic pose, as it were. So what I did, I had to just basically cut it up, arms, legs, torso, into separate parts and then reassemble it. So what I thought I'd do is show you exactly what the results of my reassembling have produced. So as you can see, let's get into camera there. We'll start with the legs. So I remove both legs from the central part of the torso there, and just reposition them to make it look like the machine was walking. It's a very simple change, but it makes it, just gives it a little bit more life. Now what I also did was I removed the top half of the torso, the bottom half, and replaced it with a kind of it looks like a really rather narrow pivot. But I went for that on purpose. I really wanted to go for like an old school sort of sci-fi look. And that reminded me of it. I'm not quite sure what that piece of plastic is. I just found it in one of my many bits boxes. I thought, you know what, that will do the trick. Let's give him a sort of old school pivoty type looking torso. So this weapon here, I think it's an auto cannon or an assault cannon or what have you, that's been lowered. Again, there's another piece of plastic there just to make it lower on the arm. I've added a ammunition dealie there, I think from one of the Imperial Guard heavy weapons box sets, as is the thing that's been attached to his shoulder guard there. Again, the same with the power claw, power fist type thing. That was totally removed, repositioned. I've got a new, I don't even know what these things are that I've added to this. I was just grabbing things at random, thinking, oh, they look like they could really work, and so that's what I've added onto that. And it went together. I mean, it's not a massive amount of work. It's just a slight reposing. Just gives it a bit more life than the original pose, though. Paint wise, I just did it the same way as I would paint my normal Germans. So it's just Vallejo Field Grey with an Agrax Earthshade wash, and then it was dry brushed with Field Grey and Sunny Skin Tone. What I also had to do as well was remove the I had a whacking great eagle type of quiller on its chest, so I removed that, but I've left it so it looks a bit like welded steel or welded metal, rather than give it a completely flush finish. That was just a case of adding some German decals and attaching it to a very simple base, and there we have it. The first of my additions for my Konflikt 47 Germans. Again, it's nothing over the top, nothing radically complicated to do, but I'm actually quite happy with the final result. I've actually called this thing the Behemoth. It's a bit a bit cliche, but you know, I think it works. When I get to use it is another thing altogether. But that, like I say, is the start of my Konflikt 47 editions. I initially built a crew for it as well. They're going to be, you know, sort of controlling it remotely. I've changed my mind about that. I just didn't. Having thought about it, I thought, no, I just want this thing to be roaming around the battlefield by itself, causing untold carnage and bringing misery to others. But there we have it, the behemoth built from a Contemptor Dreadnought from the Betrayal at Calth box set. It's going to show that I can. I like kit bashing at sci-fi level as much as I do at World War II level. If you've got any comments or questions about this or gaming in general, just leave them in the comments section below, and I'll certainly respond to all comments and questions. In the description there will also be a link to our newly formed Facebook group. You can womble along and join the group there. Let's see what you're working on. So a bit of a chit chat about all things gaming, painting and modelling. But as always, thanks for watching. Do take care, may your dice roll well, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So bye bye for now.